Hey guys, what's up? It's Greg. How's everybody doing today? This is a review on the 2015 SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. Now, this is actually about as fresh of a review as they can get. I literally just saw the movie at 4:55 this afternoon, so here's how the movie goes down. So basically, it starts off with this pirate named Burger Beard hiking through the jungle to get this ancient book. And we find out later that the book plays an instrumental part in changing the story. In fact, all Burger Beard has to do to make something happen in the story is write it in the book. But now on to the main plot of the story. Now, the story starts out with a typical day at the Krusty Krab, and SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs are all at the Krusty Krab, and a fresh batch of hungry customers are just lined up. And Mr. Krabs discovers that Plankton is once again trying to steal the formula. He doesn't succeed, of course. Well, actually, he almost does, but SpongeBob catches him, and the two of them play a smashing game of tug of war. But here's where the twist gets in. Right as they're playing tug of war, the formula disappears, and Mr. Krabs, obviously thinking the basic plot point here, Mr. Krabs thinks Plankton has something to do with the formula disappearing. And Plankton's like, no, Eugene, I didn't do it. I don't know where the formula is. And Mr. Krabs is like, yeah, right, Plankton, give me back me formula. But SpongeBob ironically comes to Plankton's aid. And he's like, Mr. Krabs, Plankton didn't do it this time. And then Mr. Krabs says, I don't believe it, all these years you've been working for Plankton. And then SpongeBob basically blows this big bubble and puts himself and Plankton in it, and they go back to the gym bucket to try and figure out a way to get the Krabby Patty formula back. Well, back on the surface world, Burger Beard's ship is actually inhabited by these really annoying seagulls, but I guess they add a certain amount of comic relief to the plot, and they want Burger Beard to finish the story properly, because he tries to cut it off at several key points during the movie. Now, one of the birds, none of the birds have names, mind you, but one of the birds gets a hold of the magic storybook and tried to take it away from Burger Beard, and the bird accidentally ripped one of the pages, takes one of the pages out, and drops it in the ocean. Well, it eventually makes its way down to the good folks at Bikini Bottom, and Sandy interprets it as a sign from above of the apocalypse. And basically, while SpongeBob and Plankton are trying to figure out what happened to the Krabby Patty formula, while this is happening, it basically sends the Bikini Bottom into like this big war. And then SpongeBob and Plankton basically build this time machine booth with literally nothing more than a few household items from a diner and some chips for food. And it basically takes them through all these different periods, and they come to find out that the one who took the formula is on the surface. So on one of the time travel voyages, they come across this dolphin from space named Bubbles. And Bubbles basically needs them to watch over the planet for him so he can go to the bathroom for the first time in 10,000 years. And SpongeBob and Plankton don't do that. So the planets end up crashing into each other, but they manage to get away from Bubbles. But right as SpongeBob and Plankton realize where the formula is, Bubbles comes to them with a way to actually go up to the surface to get the formula. So Bubbles basically turns Plankton, SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs, Sandy, Squidward, and Patrick into these CGI versions of themselves and gives them superpowers. And then obviously they have a big battle with Burger Beard, and obviously they get the formula in the end. Now guys, overall that's really the whole basic story of the movie. Overall really good. And the one thing I really do like about this movie is not only does it involve all the major cast members, but it does something that the current episodes of SpongeBob haven't done in a really long time. They actually try and teach the viewer a sort of lesson in the movie, and the lesson is teamwork, because you actually hear SpongeBob and Plankton surprisingly quote the word teamwork a lot in the movie. So I feel as though that's the overall message the director and creator of the movie were trying to drive home. Now overall, do I think this is better than the original movie? Sadly no, but I think it just is good. Now the first movie was obviously a bit more darker, a bit more serious, and this was just a bit of a lighter take on it. So overall, real good, and definitely worth checking out. Can't wait for the DVD. That's about it for this one, guys, so until we meet again, keep on rocking, yeah.